Zeratul, many thought you mad, and yet once more, you have seen truer than us all. The keystone leads us into the Altarian Rift, to the Xel'Naga home of Ulnar. It is my destiny to carry your mantle, old friend. I will wake the Xel'Naga and honor your legacy.
This defies reason. We should be shredded into our base particles. Yet here we stand, between universes.
Zeratul was right. It is Ulnar. Think of it, Matriarch. The cradle of all life, hidden all these years.
Yes, but why?
What secrets lie here, waiting to be revealed? Is this our destiny? Zeratul believed, and so will I.
My mother told me many stories of the Xel'Naga. The keystone revealed this place to us. Perhaps Zeratul knew something of value after all. A miracle has brought us here.
It is hard to believe we stand above Ulnar, the home of the Ihan-Ri, the Xel'Naga. The Judicators theorized the Xel'Naga left Aiur to return to a place such as this. It is said they slumbered through the ages.
Zeratul believed the artifact would lead us unto hope. The Xel'Naga may be the hope he spoke of.
If the legends are true, then the Xel'Naga are below, awaiting their children to awaken them.
Then let us hope so.
Stand tall. Our hierarch is here.
How Zeratul foresaw the keystone would lead us here is uncanny. It is now clear that it was this device's primary purpose.
Zeratul was in touch with an expression of reality beyond my understanding.
This place should not exist. It defies all decrees of science, shatters all understanding of astral mechanics.
I once thought we Protoss had reached the pinnacle of attainable knowledge. I was a fool. There is far more in the galaxy than exists within Protoss understanding, friend Karax. I know this now.
I pondered the events that brought me here. There is much I should remember, but do not. My body is machine, like the purifiers.
But you are not like them.
I must know the truth of what I am.
What you will uncover may not be desirable.
It is time I face that.
The ship's data center has uploaded the recent annals and has much of the history you have lost. I hope you find the answers you seek, friend Phoenix.
To think, this device's makers, our makers, are so close to us. It is a truly humbling thought. If the keystone was constructed to store its origin point within, it would need to be expressed in a unifying language any culture could interpret. The construction of Ulnar and the keystone share remarkable similarities. This is speculation, of course, but they appear to complement each other. The keystone is reacting to an energy source within Ulnar. It's as if the Xel'Naga are calling it home.
Hierarch, it appears we cannot receive transmissions while we are within the rift. We have been cut off.
The Spear of Adun's sensors have located what appears to be an accessway into the temple. Our starships are prepared to move on your command.
Here lies the resting place of the Xel'Naga. We must find a way to unseal this accessway if we are to awaken them. Grand Preserver, what do you know of the temple in the depths below?
Only myth, legend. Here upon Ulnar, the destined races will seek ascension. Their very presence shall open the way forward. I believe these celestial locks are the key. Our forces should claim them in the hopes the way forward presents itself.
Hyrok, the Tal'Darim are here. They are taking control of the celestial locks.
The Voice's demands are clear. Keep the temple sealed.
As long as they control the locks, the secrets of the temple will remain hidden from us.
Warriors, engage the enemy and reclaim the locks. Amon will not have his victory so easily.
Our stargates can now warp in phoenixes. They are extremely mobile and effective at engaging our enemy across long distances.
Amon's forces are inbound to our nexus point.
Hyrok, the Tal'Darim have deployed a titanic warp prism. If its core is similar to our own, the reactor is made of pure solarite. If possible, we should destroy it and claim the reactor to enhance our solar core.
Once Amon's forces have been defeated, our warrior's presence should allow us to lay claim to the lock.
The lock is now ours. These energy patterns indicate once we control the other four, the temple will open.
Be on guard. Amon's servants are moving to seize a lock.
Amon's forces have claimed a mechanism. It appears a lock has fallen to the enemy. We will need to retake it, quickly.
Warriors, pull back from the enemy base. We must focus on the celestial locks.
The locks do not appear to respond to our cloaked warriors. We must send others in their stead.
The wings of justice. Base is under attack.
It is done. I am warping the vessel's cargo aboard for further study. All 5 locks have been captured, Hierarch. The access way is opening.
It seems Amon's forces have drawn back. I sense only a great stillness from within the temple.
Then we have succeeded. It will not be long before we see what fate has in store for us.
I'm afraid the Spear of Adun will not be able to assist you inside the temple. Please be careful, Hierarch.
Amon's forces arrived here before we did. The temple may already be under his control.
Zeratul believed the other Xel'Naga were here, and that they would stand with us against Amon. They could end the war, my people could be free once again.
Then why have the Zelnaga not answered us?
I am going into the Ulnar temple alone, Matriarch. I do not intend to risk any more lives.
You risked your own life on the word of a traitor.
He killed your mother, Vorazun. That is true. But he was never a traitor. I do not wish for death, only to see Zeratul's visions fulfilled.
You will return. That much, I believe.
My warriors cannot aid me in the battle ahead. This burden is mine to bear.
Even I cannot predict how this mystery will unfold. To find the Zelnaga, dare we dream of it? So many myths and legends speculate on the birthplace of the Zelnaga. Though, of course, they are all wrong. The Starfighters have arrived, and they await your evaluation.
The skies await.
It is a good day, Sudzai.
The skies await.
These purifiers have joined our army, Hierarch. It seems they are willing to serve you. For now.
Where shall we march?
Since we arrived here, the Keystone has reacted strangely. It's as if it is attuned to the energies below.
Energies below?
Yes, void energies exude from this place. I believe this world is a conduit between dimensions.
And the Keystone?
Acts as if siphoning these energies. This is entirely different from how the origin point information was stored, as if the Keystone was reconfigured for a second purpose.
Let us hope that the Zelnaga themselves can reveal the truths you're looking for.
These records are fascinating, Artanis. I can hardly believe the stories they contain. Praetor Adonis requested my presence for the decommissioning of the supercarrier Antimond. When it was seized by a group of turncoats and traitors, I knew I could not let it fall into rebel hands. A scout crashed near the borders of Antigua. I gathered 20 warriors, and we slaughtered 1,000 Zerg to save the pilot. The Calathi intercession was a difficult time. Proud warriors who fought for Ire were met with hostility when they returned. Aldera's Judicator insisted I leave. My fellow Templar were ordered to fire upon me. I did what I had to do to defend myself. I once led an expedition to rescue the last surviving brother of 4 zealots. The squadron was killed, except for myself and the target. During the sacred celebration of Casnus, I was locked within a conclave tower as it was overtaken by Dark Templar terrorists. After walking barefoot across shards of Kadaran crystal, I slew the terrorists and the warlord leading them with their own war blades. Shortly after they killed my legion, I was captured by mercenaries. They were trying to stage a coup, demanding that I assassinate Aldaris. After breaking free, I hunted them down, one by one. It was a good way to let off some steam. A disgraced executor and his legion seized control of a facility known as The Rock. Thankfully, I subdued them before it was purified. A nuclear device detonated in the heart of New Antioch. A Kalai worker and I fought through an underground railway system to defeat the brother of the warlord I killed in that tower 3 years earlier. While attempting to negotiate the release of hostages on a border world, I encountered an unknown alien species. is. It separated us from each other, hunted us like prey. Despite my lack of weaponry, I defeated it in martial combat and survived its explosive suicide.
Phoenix, the core is emitting an unusual number of flares. Can you recalibrate the gravity well's vector field?
No.
Right, of course. I'll handle it.
Some of these tales must have been embellished by their authors. It is difficult to believe one zealot could achieve so much. So many stories, Arcanus, each more unbelievable than the last. Carax, there are several lapses within my memory web over the past few days. Have you been up to something?
No. Perhaps you fell asleep.
That seems unlikely. Phase Smith, when you have a moment, the solar output is ready for your review.
Thank you, Phoenix.
Adun Toridas, Hierarch.
Vorazun, I know not what I shall find below, but I know I must go alone. You are in command of the Spear of Adun now.
Until you return, Artanis.
Queen of Blades. Kerrigan.
Artanis, wait! I am not your enemy. I have come seeking the Zelnaga.
It seems fate has drawn us together. We should not tempt it further. The shrines call this place the Temple of Unification. The Zelnaga are somewhere within.
So far, all I've encountered are hybrid. I've been fighting them for days. Progress has been difficult.
The prophecies foretell of two ascended races, working together to seek out the halls of revelation within the temple. Only with both present will the shrines reveal the means to awaken the slumbering Xel'Naga.
I've never cared much for prophecy.
And yet, despite our history, here we stand, together. Perhaps you should start. Let us make for the shrine. Is clear. It seems the temple has guardians. I will deal with them. Strength in unity. Halt! Do you sense that? A great power awakens within this construct.
Purity of form. Purity of essence. Prove your strength.
My people. Stay close to me, Kerrigan. My psionic abilities can mend our wounds. Change is upon us.
So the constructs hold the keys. Good to know.
Let us proceed. These devices emit solar energy. We should gather them. Our path is clear.
Our knowledge is your heritage.
Look out! Hybrid!
Ours.
Your queen listens. Another construct. We'll have to destroy it to open the doorway.
A bold plus.
Make it quick.
I serve my people. And my honor. With honor, I lead. A key is still missing. There is a powerful energy across this chasm. Kerrigan, remain here. I must investigate this. Our path is clear. Kerrigan, the construct is coming for you. Change is
You have my attention.
shall prevail. Fate is with us. The shrine still functions. There. It gathers power. It should be active shortly.
Friends of yours?
Not quite. It appears Amon's forces have found a way into the temple. We must slay them all.
Think I'm starting to like you, Artanis. I am the Swarm. Let's finish this. Then we can see what your shrine has to say.
Strength in unity. I see now. The Xel'Naga were the first, born within the void. Their sacred purpose was to cultivate life and perpetuate the infinite cycle. At a new universe's creation, they take a physical form. If destroyed, they are thrust back into the void. All of this time, they have waited for us to assemble the keystone and find our way here. Daemon indwells my people, possessing them through the Kala. But he has no physical form. If he were separated from the Templar, he could be forced back into the void.
Come on, Artanis. We've still got a long way to go. Let's go. It won't be long until our enemy pushes further into the temple.
With honor, I lead. It seems you were correct.
Well then, shall we?
The passage has caved in. We must find another way forward.
You have my attention.
It appears the Tal'Darim are preoccupied. We should engage them while they are fighting the constructs.
What fools you are to attack me!
This passage has caved in as well. Wait. Hybrid. Our path is clear. There can be no doubt.
Ulnar shall serve as your tomb.
Our heritage is your future.
They're fighting another construct.
The future is ours.
Yes?
We shall prevail. Our path is... The Tal'Darim are breaching into the Hall of Revelation.
Ready your blades, Templar. Speak. Looks like we've earned a breather. You're up, Artanis.
Our path is clear.
The shrines look like they're covered with pictograms. How do you know what they say?
Communing with the shrine is more than reading carvings. Each atom of the stone has been placed with meaning, purpose. It was here, from Ulnar, that the Xel'Naga began to seed the universe with life. They created us, just as they gave life to a numberless assembly of races in other universes. Every time, they observe and identify the potential of their offspring, never interfering. The infinite cycle will always be the same. Two races are destined to emerge. One, pure of essence, an indomitable spirit capable of great change, and one, pure of form, a being capable of vast psionic potential, able to house the essence of a Xel'Naga. Purity of essence and form, the Zerg and the Protoss. But if the Xel'Naga do not interfere, then it was Amon who uplifted my people. All we thought was the Xel'Naga was a lie.
Come on, Artanis. We're not far from having some answers.
I believe this must be the final hall.
Wait. The doors are open. The constructs destroyed.
The shrine is under attack. This can only be the work of Amon. We delay no longer. Our salvation will not be stolen from us.
Let's get to that shrine.
This door is impassable. We must find a way around.
The Dark God has foreseen your death, Kerrigan. We shall deliver you to it.
By blood and fire,
These people are maniacs.
I serve my people.
Push them unto the infinite abyss.
Our future is as one in the void.
There is precious time left. We must reach the shrine. Bold plan. We have no more time to waste. Make for the shrine, now! Our destiny awaits us. For Zeratul! For Aya!
Only darkness awaits.
Our destiny.
Yes? No time, Sebastian. It's done. Do your shrine thing, Artanis. These gods of yours have a lot to answer for.
Honor I lead. Ahead of us, within the Chamber of Ascension, the Xel'Naga have slumbered as civilizations grew, fell, and formed again. They will awaken when the two destined races arrive. Then, the elders among them will give their lives to bestow their essence. And pure of form and pure of essence will be reborn as Xel'Naga, shepherds of the infinite cycle.
So, what do you say? Ready to meet your maker?
Indeed. Come. The Chamber of Ascension lies ahead, and our salvation within.
Something's not right here.
The Xel'Naga. No.
They're dead, Artanis.
Amon.
Now you see, with the essence of the great betrayer, your people fulfill their purpose. My host body is forged. With it, I bring an end to the cycle, an end to the infinite suffering.
My will is not so easily broken, Amon. The firstborn shall fear you no longer!